All right, let's get into it. Today, we're taking a close look at something pretty different in the e-commerce world, the seller-first policy from Pneucons. We're going to break down exactly how their shipping and returns are set up, and you'll see why it's built from the ground up with the seller, that's you, in mind.
Okay, if you're a seller, you already know this story, right? Those shipping fees that just pop up and eat away at your profits, the absolute headache of trying to manage different careers, and don't even get me started on surprise returns and cancellations. It feels like a never-ending fight. But what if? What if there was a system designed to just get rid of all those problems?
And that's exactly where the Pneucons model steps in. It's all built on this one core idea that basically flips the usual e-commerce script completely on its head. It puts the seller's needs right at the very front. So let's dig in and see how they actually pull this off.
So, the whole thing, the entire policy, it really hinges on this one powerful term, X-Works. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's actually super simple. It means your only job is to get the product ready for someone to pick it up. The second you hand it off to the shipper, boom, your part of its journey is done. It just massively simplifies your logistics. Okay, so that sounds good in theory, right? But how does this whole X-Works thing actually work when you make a sale? Let's break down who does what. Your job versus the buyer's job. And trust me, it's way more straightforward than you might think.
I mean, look at how clean this is. Your job, it's literally two things: package the goods and drop them off at whatever shipping company the buyer picked. That's it. You're done. The buyer, on the other hand, they handle everything else. They choose the courier, and this is the big one, they pay the shipper directly. You are completely 100% out of that whole logistics mess. Let's break it down even further. Your entire shipping process is just 3 easy steps. Step 1, coordinate. You just confirm which shipping partner the buyer wants to use. Step 2, deliver. You drop off the box at their local facility. And step 3, you're done. Seriously, your obligation is complete. Think about that. No more shopping for the best shipping rates, no printing labels, no chasing tracking numbers, none of it.
Right. This is the big one, isn't it? The question that really hits your bottom line. If you're not handling the logistics, who's paying for it? Are you still on the hook for the cost? Let's follow the money and see exactly where it goes. The financial part of this is built on a model called to-pay shipments, and this is absolutely key. It means exactly what it sounds like. The person receiving the goods, the buyer, is the one who pays the shipping bill directly to the courier. Your business never has to act as the middleman for those shipping costs, ever. Let me just say that again to let it sink in. The buyer pays the shipping company directly. You never even see the bill. There's no invoice for you to process. You don't have to pay it up front and then hope to get reimbursed. That whole financial risk, that entire burden, it's just gone. It's completely off your shoulders.
Okay, but what about the edge cases, right? What happens if, for some weird reason, the buyer's courier doesn't have a to-pay option? Well, Pneucons has thought of that, and they've got a safety net built right in. In the rare case you have to prepay the shipping, the platform guarantees you'll get every single penny back from the buyer. And get this, the order isn't even marked complete until you've confirmed you've been paid back. So yeah, you're protected. All right, so shipping is sorted. Let's move on to the other giant headache for pretty much every seller out there, returns. Pneucons tackles this with a really direct and pretty powerful rule. Think of it like a shield, protecting you from buyer's remorse and all those frivolous claims. Yep, you read that right. No returns, no cancellations. It really doesn't get any clearer. Once a buyer pays and places that order, it's a done deal. It's locked in. What this does is it creates an environment where buyers have to be sure about what they're buying, which protects you from all the costs and all the hassle that comes with random returns. Now, the first question that probably pops into your head is, okay, but what if something is actually wrong? What if it gets damaged on the way? And that's a fair question. This policy isn't about being unreasonable. It's about being clear. And there is one, and only one, exception to that final sale rule. And here it is. The only exception is for damage that happens in transit. If a product shows up broken, that final sale rule gets put on pause. Your job as the seller is to step in and make it right. You know, the standard stuff. You either have to repair it, refurbish it, or just replace the item for the buyer. You work with them to resolve it. So let's kind of zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. We've talked about the shipping, we've talked about the returns policy. What does this all actually mean for your business on a day-to-day basis? Well, the benefits are pretty huge, and they're really direct. First off, you're not paying for shipping. That's a massive win.
Second, you're protected from all those unnecessary returns that just drain your time and money. You also get to completely avoid the headache of managing third-party couriers. And maybe the biggest thing, it forces buyers to be accountable. It leads to more serious buyers and way less hassle for you.
And this quote from the team at Pneucons really just says it all, doesn't it? We've built this policy to keep things fair for sellers while keeping buyers accountable. It's not an accident. Their whole system is designed to rebalance things, to create a space that's predictable and profitable for you, the seller, while also making sure buyers are serious about their purchases. So that really leaves us with this one big question. In a world where almost every platform's motto is, the customer is always right, this seller-first approach, well, it's a huge shift. It's a system that's built on accountability for everyone involved. So you have to wonder, could this be the blueprint for a fairer, more sustainable way to do business online? Definitely something to think about.